Hi, my name's Frank Valentic and welcome to our Vantage Property Market Update. Well, Melbourne's found a consistent level now. Clearance rates have been averaging the low 60% range. They've been sitting there for the last couple of months. So now it looks like we've found a level there. It is definitely turning into a buyer's market. The REIV released their June quarterly figures and it showed that Melbourne prices are definitely levelling off. The median house price dropped slightly from $845,000 to $840,000 and the median unit price dropped slightly from $604,000 to $601,000. There was still though some good increases over the year. The house prices on average went up around 8% and the unit prices went up on average around 4%. But we're definitely seeing a changing of the guards there because the inner markets have now levelled off and plateaued and peaked, and the outer markets are really driving most of the growth. So we saw for the outer markets, houses and units average around 11% growth for the year, whereas inner houses only went up around 4%. And inner apartments and units went up around 1.5%. So it is definitely a changing of the guard there, with the outer markets tending to lag behind the inner markets and having much more growth. Melbourne prices have levelled off. We're still a lot more affordable than Sydney. A recent study showed that out of the 10 most expensive postcodes, Sydney still had 7, with Point Piper leading the way. Melbourne only had 2, and that was Toorak and Portsea. So we are still very affordable, given that our median house price is $840,000 versus Sydney's, which is closer to $1.2 million. We're still seeing some very good growth in those outer to middle northern and western suburbs, and I was delighted to again speak at the Property Expo on the weekend, and I highlighted where I think the growth will be in those areas that lag behind. So some really solid growth in Ardeer, West Sunshine, Thomastown, Laylaw, and then outer areas like Frankston, Frankston North and Dramana all had growth of around 12 to 18% a year, whereas a lot of the inner markets had very little growth. So that's where I think the hot spots will be for the next year. Well, what about our group block purchase result in Neptune Street, St Kilda? We had an Art Deco apartment there purchased through our group block purchase for $412,500 around 4 years ago, and that just sold for $635,000. So you make money when you buy well and buy wholesale, but also Art Deco apartments are definitely performing a lot stronger than any other apartments in the marketplace. Please don't hesitate to get on our website, check out our information about our buyer's advocate, seller's advocate, property management and owners corporation services, as well as our group block purchases. We look forward to seeing you next time.